How's it going, guys? Um, I just seen Batman v Superman, and I'm here to give you my honest thoughts. And Jesus Christ, I hope you enjoy the waiting screen. Oh, all right. So Batman v Superman. This is spoilers, by the way. So don't start complaining if like you. Oh God, this movie. So Batman v Superman, right? I'm gonna name 3 things that will make people in this movie extremely frustrated. Actually, there's multiple things, but the 3 main ones. Then I'm gonna get into the smaller gripes. The first one. Batman kills people in this movie, like just flat out. Just like comes out of nowhere, shoots you down, don't care who you are. Batman has no sense of moral code in this movie. Like honestly, how can you get mad at Superman for destruction of the city that he kind of technically didn't even cause? But like, and you're sitting there and murdering people left and right. Are you joking me? Are you serious? Half of these criminals could get mental help or something, or just jail time. What is the point? Second of all, Lex Luthor in this movie is more like a Riddler than Lex Luthor. Lex Luthor is just, what happened? Like, is he, like, I'm aware that it's his son, but, like, you could at least make him, like, not Riddler, Joker-ish. Like, Jesse Eisenberg is, like, the worst casting choice I've ever seen for Lex Luthor. Why? Why? And third of all, Superman dies in this movie, kind of. Superman just flat out, you know, he's fighting Doomsday, then he makes a sacrifice and he dies. This is the second movie and Superman dies. Now I will mention at the end of the movie, the sand comes off the coffin, like it's kind of like levitates, and it kind of like hints that he's still alive. But honestly, why would you kill him now? Matter of fact, why Doomsday? Why didn't you just make the end of the movie Batman versus Superman, then Wonder Woman comes in and like fixes all of it? Honestly, why is Doomsday in this movie at all? I'll tell you how this should happen. Batman should have fought Superman. Wonder Woman should have came in, caused some more drama, and then in the background, Lex is like laughing. You know, he's enjoying this, and then they all come together, they all come to their senses, and go after Lex. Simple as that. I honestly don't see the purpose of Doomsday in this movie at all. Okay, now, the minor gripes. Batman is not the world's greatest detective in this movie. He's absolutely clueless. Clueless! He's retarded. He ignores all Superman's good deeds. All of them. And because there's a 1% chance that Superman might be, he could go rogue, Batman's like, oh, I gotta take that chance. Like, that makes no sense. Batman is a moron in this movie, and I don't get it. Why? Why? Crap. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman's okay. It's nothing too bad. Henry Cavill's Superman, always a plus. You know, he's a good Superman. Amy Adams as Lois Lane. The only thing she proves in this movie is, well, to tell you the truth, the only thing she really ever proves in the movie is like in this movie is just a damsel in distress. She's always needed to get saving by Superman, and that's dumb. In Man of Steel, she could hold her own ground, you know. She went to the military base in the snow. I remember that part. She found the she found the shuttle, went to space, you know, and broke her way out of Zod's ship. And this movie, it's like she's getting captured left and right, and Superman's gotta go save her. Like, why? The main question in this movie is why? Why? I don't know what comic they're trying to base this movie off of besides Dark Knight Returns. But in Dark Knight Returns, the finale did not have Doomsday in it. And Superman was not a main part of that story. So they can kind of draw inspiration from Dark Knight Returns. But other than the fact that it's Batman vs. Superman, it kind of doesn't even matter. Zod's in this movie for like a split scene where they show the destruction of the city, and one of the dumbest scenes in the movie is when Lex Luthor actually puts like some kind of pill down like the governor's like mouth, and then he's just allowing them to see the alien, like to go see Zod. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Zod. Yeah, that's what he wanted to go see. He wanted to go study like the alien tech. So, why would the government let Lex Luthor get that close to him in the first place to slide something down his mouth? How? Oh man. Now this movie is not even bad though. It's like, it's average. The thing is, it could have been so much more. I was anticipating for this movie so much. I heard The Flash was going to be in it. I got fanboyed. And The Flash is in this movie for like a scene or two. But just because we finally get to see The Flash on the big screen, like modernized, it's really cool. I really did enjoy it. Definitely some points for me in this movie. Did I mention Batman kills people in this movie? Like, honestly, they broke Batman's main rule for him to never kill. I am aware that back then, like in the 40s, when Batman was first made, he did kill people. But this isn't the 40s. This is based off of, supposedly, some inspiration from Dark Knight Returns. So, what's going on here? I think, if I'm correct, I'm pretty sure he did kill the Joker in that movie, though. Not movie, comic book and movie, I think. I'm pretty sure. Now, what did I like about the movie? The Flash, for one, he was really cool. I saw the symbol. Well, what happened was he kind of like appeared in like this armor, and I saw like the symbol on his chest, so I just knew it was my guy. You know, it was the Flash. I really like the fight scenes in this movie and the cinematography. Not cinematography, filmatography or something like that. And like, I really did like this movie. It's I want to say it's better than Man of Steel. Like, there's this one part of me where I like it better than Man of Steel. Then there's another part where I don't. God. What else did I really like about this movie? It's kind of like hard for me because I'm like kind of playing the game in the background, so don't mind that. But this movie just kind of, it's disappointing in some right, but it's kind of not. Like, if I had to choose this or Man of Steel, I choose this. Matter of fact, just go watch Dark Knight Returns, the movie. Like, honestly, just go watch like Dark Knight Returns. It's way better than this movie. Way better than this movie. Even for Superman fans, Dark Knight Returns is better than this movie. Now, I do think you should go see the movie, but don't expect anything. Just expect a lot of action. There's a lot of action in this movie. So, basically, the first fight between Superman and Batman, Batman just gets stomped. It's kind of like one of those, it's kind of comparing, like, Superman to, like a straight up bat. Superman just takes Batman down in like a second. Batman kind of like drives his car into like Superman, and all Superman does is like knock it away, like no problem. The second fight, Batman kind of wins. I mean, Superman like was kind of holding back a bit, like he always does, but for the majority, technically, Batman won. But I mean, that was kind of Superman's intention. Fight versus Doomsday. As much as I hate Doomsday in this movie, it wasn't bad. It really wasn't that bad. The entire movie, I'd give the movie like a 7 or a 7.5 sounds good to me. Can't wait for Civil War though. I have a rant on Civil War, how there's not enough heroes in it. But at least Civil War, you can expect something good. No. You can just say it's gonna be good. But since the trailers of Batman v Superman ruined the entire movie, it's kinda like, what's the point, you know? I went into this movie already knowing that Batman and Superman are gonna stop fighting, and Wonder Woman is gonna appear, and they're all gonna find Doomsday. That's the end of the movie. And guess what? I wasn't the one who spoiled that. Its own trailer did. That's the problem. Deadpool was better than this movie. Not gonna lie. Deadpool was much better. I'd give Deadpool like a 8.5 or like a 9. I honestly do hope Suicide Squad is better than this movie. I hope it is. I'm kind of speaking like this movie's bad. It's like a little above average. Like there's this one scene where, like the Batmobile is like driving, and it gets like really intense because like the goons are chasing. He's chasing like goons, and it's so cool. And there's this awesome scene where he's like inside like a warehouse, and in this warehouse, Alfred's like there's like a ton of goons in there, Batman. You can't. You gotta think about this. Bruce Wayne just hops inside the warehouse. You know, because I think they're all expecting him to go through like the window, but he goes through like the ground. And he just goes in there and just stomps. It reminded me of Batman like Arkham City, where like he like slaps the guy in the back of the head so hard that the guy falls flat out on his like face, breaks his face, and like he dies. Like I'm guaranteed he's gonna die. Batman is vicious. He's like Red Hood in this movie. He goes on like there's this other part like I think it's in the warehouse where he like goes up into like the shaft of the warehouse, and he just like he takes out like these two Uzis, and he just starts mowing people down like left and right. It's insane. And for somebody who reads like comic books like me, and you know Batman's moral code, it's like it just feels out of place. It's awkward seeing Batman kill somebody. Like, I have no problem like a vicious Batman. Like, I don't even mind him like killing, kind of, as long as it's like small killing. But in this movie, it's like really, it's like he just goes all out, blows stuff up, no problem. It's brutal, like it really is. I forget the rating for. I don't know if it's rated R or something, but I didn't really check out the rating. I was just here for the movie, see it, and peace out. That's all I was really here for. I wanted to go home and tell everybody that this movie. I want to go to my school and tell everybody that this movie kicks so much, you know. But like, I kind of can't. It's like it's weird. I want to like this movie more than just a 7.5 out of 10. But it's just, I'm an honest person. I put bias aside, and this movie, it just is not, to me, it's not higher than an 8. It's not higher than a 7.5. If you read comic books, it's a 7.5. If you don't, it's a 7. Because there's parts of this movie where it can be outright boring. And this is a movie about Batman versus Superman. Are you serious? How could it possibly be boring? Is this a joke? I'd say Avengers Age of Ultron 2 is better than this movie. Like, honestly. My favorite DC movie is the Tim Burton Batman, with Flashpoint coming like right behind it. But like, I just don't know how to explain this movie. It's weird for me because most of my life, no, all my life is just about comic books. Like literally, comic books and art. It's like 65% of my life. And that's weird. Just like admitting that this movie's not as good as it should. I mean, sure, it's an above average movie. But not slightly above average, but you know, above average. Slightly above average would be like a 6 out of 10. Above average would be like a 7. I want to recommend this movie. I kind of do recommend this movie. I'm trying to find the other races here. But the thing about this movie is, it's just too dark, too gritty. Like, I heard there's gonna be a Flash movie in 2017 or 2018, one of those. If they make the Flash movie a dark and gritty movie, I want to say I don't want to go see it, but I'm probably am. But if they make this movie dark and gritty, like, no jokes, it just, like, if they make it, like, the whole movie is just at nighttime, Flash is emotionally depressed or something, like, I just don't think I want to go watch that movie. The Flash, if you're making a Flash movie, it's got to be in the daytime, you know, Central City, everybody's chilling, hanging out, you know, Mirror Masters messing with, you know, antique shops. Flash has to crack jokes. I don't want to see the Flash like, tell me, do you bleed? To like Reverse Flash or something. Like, I don't want to see this. If they make Green Lantern, oh wait, no, this is not talking about. If they make like Aquaman, like one of those old classic Rome movies, like 300, like, it's stupid. Why would I want to go see? Superman is not a dark character. He stands for hope. You know, that's what Superman's all about. Like, why are you making everything dark? Even like Wonder Woman in this movie, it's like she's like the only person who's like kind of cheerful, kind of. This is bad. This is very bad. Oh, I'm gonna get murdered. Ugh, I don't know. I don't really care. Alfred in this movie is just he's I think he was pretty good as Alfred. The thing is, when I said Bruce Wayne was just a clueless moron in this movie, he honestly is. He doesn't listen to Alfred at all, and he just ignores everything Superman has done. Like, without Superman, you'd be dead right now. There's nothing. Do not tell me Batman can defeat General Zod. Because if he can't even defeat Superman at the first round, and it's like, the thing is, Superman holds back. General Zod doesn't. He will kill you. He will break your neck. Speaking of breaking neck, Zod will break your neck, laugh at you while you sit there and bleed out, and then go kill the rest of your family. I'm dead serious. And Batman couldn't even like handle Superman in this movie without a bit of kryptonite, a bit of armor. Like, it just, the first round, it was over in like a second, a split second. The Flash could have lived his life by the time that fight was over. Like, honestly. And the Flash in a second could live his entire life. This movie's really average. I wanna say this is better than Man of Steel, but I kind of have a soft spot for Man of Steel because I kind of like that movie. But it's probably better than Man of Steel. For Superman fans, Man of Steel is probably tons better than this. But nothing too spectacular. I tell you right now, the first thing that happened after I saw this movie, after I woke up, because I originally did film a video where I was facing the camera and talking, but it was muted and there was like an error, so I just decided to do this one. But the first thing I did, and the only hardcore Superman fan I know, Angry Joe, saw his review, completely agreed with it. I don't know if to hate this movie or to like this movie. It's all over the place. All over the place. Don't even get me started about the CG. Like, there's this scene where Superman and Zod is flying, and like they're like, it's kind of like the camera zooming in on them, like that Man of Steel special effect. It wasn't like, the CGI, like Doomsday just looks like crap. It looks like they're fighting like somebody from the PlayStation 2. I'm trying to think of some other like key elements of this movie. Oh, and sure, the first thing I checked was Angry Joe, but I had to check Eris with Variant Comics. I had to check in with him because I know he's the biggest Batman fan. So I took the Superman fan, the biggest Batman fan that I knew, and I kind of compared their thoughts to each other, and I kind of made a conclusion off of that too. Like, it's like a little guideline. So, and as a Flash fan, this movie just doesn't cut it. flashes in the scene. It flashes in the movie for like 1 or 2 scenes, and it's like I wanted to see more of him. I think he comes back and says like Lois is like I think he says the key or the gateway or something like that. But it was obviously setting up probably like Flashpoint paradox. But you can't do Flashpoint. The perfect story for Flashpoint was Flash would go back and revive Superman. But she can't now. You wanna know why? Because at the end of Batman v Superman, you clearly see Superman's gonna get out that coffin. So, you know what that means? Flashpoint is just, even if it is Flashpoint, it's just gonna be lackluster unless they got something good behind their sleeve like Reverse Flash. I don't know. Go watch Gotham. I don't know anybody still watches Gotham, but just go watch Gotham. I'm trying to think of some other stuff in the movie. Oh, Aquaman, I think he has like a scene in it. The thing is, the reason I'm trying to like, it's hard for me to remember this movie is because it went by so fast. Like, it went by like super quickly. And like the first time I watched it, I noticed like, is it just me? Like, is this thing on like 1.5 speed, or like, it's going a little too quick? This movie. Ooh, Batman v Superman, guys. It makes you really think about your life and how much time you spent reading all those comic books. I will always prefer DC over Marvel because DC's the original. You know, most of Marvel superheroes are inspired by DC. Like you have Hyperion and Superman, exact same thing. Sentry and Superman, exact same thing. Quicksilver and the Flash, exact same thing. Black Cat and Catwoman. I'm not Thanos and Darkseid. I'm not saying they're like complete rip-offs, but you can clearly see who Marvel got some of their inspiration from. One of their most unique heroes is that first thing that comes to mind to me is Spider-Man. Tony Stark, not really, because he's kind of just Bruce Wayne. Wait, what am I talking about? This is Batman v Superman. Okay, so final verdict. I'd give this movie 7, or if you never read a comic book in your entire life, like a 7.5 if you have read a comic book. Because even if you have read a comic book, there's still not much to go on here. Like, it takes a bit of inspiration from Dark Knight Returns, but that's all I can really think of. Dark Knight Returns. Kind of. But, the main question is, would I watch this movie every single day? The question is, could I watch this movie one time a week? In 1 week, could I watch this movie for 7 days? Once, at least once. No, I couldn't do that. I could watch it. I could watch this movie at a maximum 3 times in a week. Other than that, it's just gonna get repetitive. I saw this movie once, and what really doesn't make me want to watch it again is just Lex Luthor. He's just the worst. He's one of the worst casting choices I've ever seen in a movie. Sure, you can complain Nick Cage as Superman, but that wasn't a real thing. That was scrapped. This wasn't scrapped. When I first heard Jesse Eisenberg was gonna be Lex Luthor, I thought it was a troll. Okay, like honestly, Jesse Eisenberg as the son of Lex. or supposedly, the son of Lex. Why? Why? Because we all know Jesse Eisenberg never plays the character he's supposed to play. He just plays himself. He's weird. He's anxious. He's hyperactive. He tries way too hard to be cool. He tries way too hard to be like swift and like cocky. He tries much too hard. People like the Flash can pull that off without being like too insane for this race. Anyway, Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor, terrible. I don't want to watch this movie just because. I don't want to watch this movie again just because of Lex Luthor and Doomsday. Worst things I've ever seen in a DC movie besides bat nipples. Okay, so final verdict. I'd watch it 3 times maximum. 2 times if you don't read comics. But overall, I kind of like this movie. It was okay, average, and flat out epic. The action is epic. So I'm just going to end it at that note. And I'll see you guys next time.